1.5 versus 2.5. My way versus the highway. Let's talk transportation. I am Mark Stewart, and the difference, $1.5 billion spending, according to what seems to be budgeted, $2.5 billion, according to what others think is needed. My number's better because I merge both. What's needed and what we should budget should be the same because we can budget and do things a lot less expensively, especially in the Department of Transportation. Isn't it on evidence, for God's sake, every single time you pass a construction crew on the highway, and of the 7 people, 2 are actually working, the other 5 are standing around or on their phones? Also, I'm not convinced that you need local construction people for every single project. Sometimes our crews are highly worked and therefore highly expensive when outsiders could do the job just as quickly, less expensively. How about our compadres in Puerto Rico? They're talented men and women that could spend 4 or 5 months up here, earn a gobs amount of money compared to what they can earn down there, go back rich, yet still save us money compared to heavy contract costs that we pay our standard workers here. Now, is this the death of the well-paid workforce? No. I want our workforce to be better skilled, to be managing Puerto Ricans who come here, to be at a higher level for efficiency so that they get more work. They do their job quickly and move on to even more projects. How good is that? They get bid upon by other states. You know, the good crews in Connecticut might have Rhode Island saying, hey, we need you guys on our highways too. New York, Massachusetts. New York's even more screwed up than we are. So we could be a real blessing, and our guys make a lot of money by doing good labor. Good labor implies paying for performance, not paying by the hour, because that incentivizes people to take longer. Last summer, while DOT crews were slowly building a ramp in my hometown, across the street, private construction crews got a building done, totally rehabbed in 2 weeks for something that on a state labor contract would probably take 2 months. The right incentives with our money is how we should do it. And how do we form that? The way a private contractor would do for her house, okay? That's why I think we need citizen legislators. Mom, who runs a household, is probably better than the average assemblyman elected over and over and over again to the General Assembly in Hartford. Mom understands finance. Mom cares about finance. I'm not convinced that's true of either element of your average General Assemblyman. Finally, Mom, head of the household, resourceful very frequently, might call on less expensive labor to get things done in the household. We should be willing to do that too. I'm not saying volunteers, but lower wage people for certain things. I'd like to see labor that's stratified, not one size fits all. Law firms do this when they have paralegals and LAs and junior partners and associates and senior partners. Very stratified people, 5 people on the case, billing at their level of expertise, not at one size fits all. And just speaking of volunteer, you might get some of us to pick up those shovels, man those drills, at least a little bit. Those who want to go into the trades have very appealing internships at low wage, maybe no wage to start. A few weeks later, they prove themselves. You pay them the minimum or a little above the minimum. They're getting great experience. Look, you could have me for a weekend, okay? I work hard. Give me a shovel, $10 an hour. I know it's below minimum wage. Give me $10 an hour, work it out. I would love to help wreck 84 and help build a new one, as a lot of people in Hartford are proposing. I'll do a decent job. Think about resourcefulness when it's our money and our transportation at stake. I'm Mark Stewart.